All right, so once in a while I have a buyer with a special request. So this is one of them. So we're going to play around with this for a little bit. A really rough day this morning on eBay. Really rough day. Not so nice negative feedback. It's all about these buyers. They want. I'm taking as much off of the listings as I can, and then they want more off, and it's a nightmare. If buyers could have it, I would have free shipping with everything would be free with free shipping. That's the way buyers want everything. And they want me to get it out in the same day. And I do it all myself. But that's just not going to happen. So 65% off sale is a sale. It's not a fake sale. It's a sale. Combined shipping, if you order the same couple of things in the same listing, it's combined. If you have more than items, put them in the cart, it'll take some of it off. But no, I'm not going to keep taking more money off after having a 65% off sale. It's not going to happen. I even put best offers back on, so I'm even taking best offers. So I'm taking a 65% off sale, and then I'm going down even lower with best offers, so like half or more off of that. And yet still I get knuckleheads. And yes, you will get blocked if you complain. And then you'll find a way to purchase something and then leave me negative feedback. But we'll look at this first. It's my punching bag. I'm officially a punching bag now, but I can take it though, because most of them are good positive feedback because I know the good hard work I do. So this is the little piece I sold. That little teeny piece there, nice and clean. If I make sure that everything worked fine, and this is what I got for it. It's because the guy was mad. Right here, item arrived smelling as of cat urine. So I don't have a cat, so that's heck no. Seller has a fake sale going on. Convince people to sell, and he won't combine shipping prices. He ships all in one box and keeps the money for himself. It's actually shipping and handling, knucklehead. And the more you put in the box, the more it costs. Keeps the money for himself, which isn't allowed. Trust me, he's the most difficult seller I've ever seen. Even asking to combine shipping, he blocked you because he's a little angry about forever running the fake sale. So I wrote back, my name is Tom. I'm a good, honest seller. I have discounts, coupons up to 65% off. That's what I'm running right now. If you order it again, it's set up so that more than one item in a listing is the same price. It was a small, teeny piece. It was intact. He was just mad because he just wanted me to take more and more off. So that's where we're at. It's all about combined shipping now. Because I used to do free shipping forever. Can't afford it anymore. It's not possible. To ship even 2 ounces now is over $6. Most things now are over $8 to ship. Because most items like this, like one controller here, to ship one controller now, it's going to cost me over $8. And these buyers, they expect me to be able to do the old days where I could do a controller for, I used to do for like $12 for free shipping. Those days are gone. So I just get beat up now. So I just take it. Most are good, honest, positive feedback. All right, so let's talk about this. So what I do is I'll do anything to help out a buyer, as always. Unless you're one of those kind of buyers, and then you're going to get the other side of me. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, I got two sides of me because it's just been a long... Selling gaming parts has been really hard over the years. It's gotten more brutal since I've changed shipping, adding shipping costs. But they're still not that a lot. So anything you ship like this, to get this out the door, it has to be at least $20 now. Because it's $8 for the shipping cost. It's going to cost me another $3 or $4 for eBay, the box, the tape. So this has got to be at least $20 to get it out the door. Now I'm doing it back down to the old days where it's down to like $12. So I'm making, $2. And I still get all that nonsense. But we just take it. All right, so let's look at this. So some buyer asked me, I had all these listed as the controllers as is, broken. Because the problem with controllers is there's so many buttons and things going on. You never know what works, what doesn't. So everything I sell now is for parts anyway. Most of the time you get things that do work anyway. Alright, so what this buyer wants is just the shells. I had them all cheap, really cheap. I said just buy them all the way they are and then you can just pick them up. But he didn't want to do that. He wants the shells. So this is called a Duke. I didn't realize this is the Duke. I always call this the big boy. But I guess it's called a Duke. So this one might be intact. So I told him I'd do a video and go through these. Obviously this one's broken. So I can't give him a shell there. So that's a heck no. Yeah, I think the last couple actually just about every feedback has something to do with going with lower, even lower and lower prices, taking more and more off. Alright, so what we're going to do for these is he just wants the shells. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure the posts, he wanted me to check the posts and everything. So yeah, I can do something like that. I have another motor guy. I have a video just recently where I pulled all the motors off of PS2 Fats. He wants more motors. He likes his motors. But fun. He left me nice positive feedback. So most of them usually positive. I was just saying the other day, I said I haven't been beat up in a while for feedback. It's coming. And there it was. I woke up to that this morning. So you can see them all. They're always there. Get all kinds of name called and all kinds of things going on. I just sell parts and I sell as cheap as I can. Just do the best I can. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's pretty simple stuff. So we're going to have to check all these. I don't think he said he wanted any buttons. Some of these I have to pull from here to here. So some of these are, I think these, all the screws have to come off, I think. So this is a project that is time consuming. And of course, with the fake sale that I have going on, it would be really, really cheap. So I have to take these off too. For just the shells. He wanted 10. He was nice enough to say, well, if you're going to do all that work, I'll take 10 of them. So those are all the S's there. I only have one big boy. Or Duke, as he was calling it. Oh, there's another, I see another screw right there. So what I have left over is all this stuff. This is all just for the shells. Now, there's another one right there, too. Okay. So this is going to take me a little while to do this. So we'll just sit and chat about anything. Combined shipping. We talk about that all day long. Again, the listings are set up so that if you put everything in the cart, it should take some discount off. But not all of it, because the more you put in the cart, the heavier the stuff is. It's pretty basic stuff. I almost leave the motor on. So he told me to check the posts. That one less thing I have to unscrew. Now I have to clean them. So what we have to do now is we have to do this for all these. But I committed to it, so that's what we're going to do. I told him, he sent me a message yesterday, and of course I always reply to everyone right away. Unless I'm sleeping overnight. Oh, and I have I got slammed by another guy with a message. Also called me a crook. Although he called me a cook. Called me a cook with my fake sales. I don't know, 65% off is 65% off. I don't know where that becomes fake. But I gotta make something. I gotta survive. Right? Isn't that what we're all doing in this world? Just trying to survive? Getting my orders down to nothing, but still running around like a knucklehead trying to get all of them out the same day. Because you know what? I don't have just your order there, buddy. I got lots of other orders. Nobody gets that. I always hoped my YouTube would pay off, but it just doesn't. Maybe I could not sell gaming parts anymore. But it's just not happening. So we'll turn this into, while I'm doing this, bitching and moaning about selling gaming parts. I guess. Yeah. What is it? What's the old saying? Sticks and stones. Yeah, you can name call all day long. I don't really care. I know what I do. Let's see. I have to look here. Oh, my dog just came up, so I gotta go take my dog for a walk. We'll be back in a minute. Do this more. All right, let's continue on my little project. And also, it's probably 6 o'clock in the morning. I was up really early at 4. So yes, I'm also getting these orders to get them out first, same day. I'm doing this at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. This project, something like this, really gonna slow me down. So I got a bunch of orders for all my fake sales. So anyway, we'll keep talking about, so me as a buyer. So if you watched any of the videos, the nightmare of that Model 3, the buyer accepted my return. So now I'm stuck with trying to figure out something I never wanted to have to do. I have to find a way to ship that thing back safely. I didn't sign up for that at all. So there is where you would see it really negative feedback for that whole debacle. As me as a buyer, there's one under here, that's why. But I didn't. He accepted the return. I put fast and as described, 5 full stars, no mention of any complete disaster, because I do not want my name on something that says arrives as smelling like cat urine. Heck no, I don't. So I contacted that because I don't want to. It means I have to figure out a way. So far, I haven't gotten a return label, which is he charged me $80 for shipping on that whole mess. So I was like, well, if you just give me a couple $100 partial refund, I'll cancel the return and we're done. And you get a full 5-star good feedback, even though it was a complete disaster. But I haven't heard back because he doesn't reply anymore. So as a buyer and a seller, you can see the difference here. I'm not going to do some sort of a fake negative feedback. I don't do any negative feedbacks because I don't want, again, I wouldn't want my name on this. But you can see it though. You can go look yourself. I've got a lot of them now. It's really, my feedback's really turned into a punching bag. But I know it's mostly all about buyers and their wanting more money off. Most of it is about money off. Not all of them. Some of them about fake returns too. I don't put up with the crap. I just don't. I just can't do it anymore. I never did anyway, but now I really don't. Of course I replied to it, and I'm sure he'll reply to my reply. Buyers always get the last reply. So I'll get I'll get bashed again over here, and then I can't do anything else. So I just give this is my honest opinion. Let me show you something else. I woke up this morning while we're doing this. My message here, call me P. Diddy Crook or something, I don't know. Someone that didn't even buy from me, I don't even know. Where is it? Here, this guy here. Something about, hey brother, seems you're still running the fake sale where you steal from people when fake not combining your shipping costs. I combine shipping costs, man. I don't know what these people mean. I see someone even ask you a little ego problem question about it, mad because his wife angry, something. It makes me sorry. So this is a whole big bash thing. Now you're blocked and can't go in the corner like the P. Diddy and then something around. They said, tried every way to use the word cook, but a U instead of 2. So P. Diddy is uneducated self. I put whatever, and then I put down there, I put whatever, and I bring it on. You're blocked, of course. And then I put, it's crook, not cook. Oh my goodness. This is the stuff I deal with on a daily basis. It's gotten extremely worse because I don't have free shipping, and there is combined shipping. If you buy the same item on the same thing, it will only be charged once. But if you're buying multiple things, because I'm having a sale, people want a lot of different things, and they expect me to take even more off, and that's not happening. And also, it would take a few dollars off, but the more you put into a basket, the more that basket costs. So I got it going on both ends here. I got it as a seller, brutally being beat up as a seller. And I got that buyer as a buyer disaster. But you know what? Life's too short, man. If your feedback's going to include cat urine, then you just called yourself out there, buddy. Because that's nonsense. All because you couldn't get a couple more bucks off. But it's shipping and handling, as I say. So if I'm doing all this extra work and I can make a couple bucks after taking 65% off of things, sure. Shipping and handling. So we're going to keep, so these are easier. So yay, these are going much easier than that first one. So let's bang these out. And then, so on any given day, I have no idea. So I'm kind of a huge mess here of all these. But I have sold some of these. So I'll put all these in a box. But we just want to bang this out now. So. Every once in a while, somebody asks me, "This is a Hybro. It's the best screwdriver ever." The problem is I have 4 of them, and all my batteries died. I can't find the batteries for it. It's a soldered battery inside. No, the screw. There's one more right there. Yeah, these last a long time. Batteries for one charge, but now they don't. So I think it's the only one I have left that kind of has a little charge to it. I'm trying not to break because he wants to post. Everything's got to be. Oops, the screws, because the screw's not out. That's why. So if you contact me and ask me, I'll do anything for buyer if I can. But if we get into some sort of a complaint thing, it never ends well. Well, never ends well for me anyway. I always get all the abuse. A lot of these, oh yeah, it's screws. I don't think there's no screws on these. These don't have screws on them. That's a game changer. Yeah, that'll really help me out. I need 10. I don't know if I can make 10. And then I have to go recheck them again. So we'll just keep doing this. So I had 3 listings of controllers for parts. This guy contacted me. I initially said just buy all the controllers. They're really cheap right now. But didn't want to do that. So I was alright. I said all I'm going to do is source out these either way. So I said alright, I'll do a video in the morning. I'll source them out. Make sure each one's intact. Most of these overall are clean. It's just the inner stuff. That's probably the issue. Oh, I gotta remember it's this one. And of course, you have to break the seal. There's no way to do it without breaking the seal, right? Yeah, what time is it now? It's 6:30. I got up really early this morning. And of course, the minute I get up, my store opens. Get out of bed, a loft bed right here where all my stuff is. I just made a video showing where all the magic happens here. And of course I woke up to that negative feedback and that other message. There's nothing to do with it. It really never has anything to do with the actual item. Most of my feedbacks Unless it was a fake thing about something that did work and that, or the other guy that returned all that stuff on me. Nightmare. Stuff like that. You never know. But overall, usually things go pretty well. I think if it was all negative and only a little positive, then alright, then it'd be a problem. But not usually. For every 200 listings, maybe, 200 sales, I may get something. Oh, I had a nice buyer this morning, though. He said, he contacted me to say, because once in a while when something delivers, the mailman never scans it the last time. And a not so nice buyer will open a thing saying he never got it to get his refund because it shows it not delivered. But this was a nice buyer who contacted me to say, yes, the mailman never scanned it, but I did get it this morning. I was like, oh, you're a saint. There's a good person out there. Because again, if tracking doesn't show it delivered, and they actually got it, but they can open a claim. And it's happened to me. Also happened to me when the things when things say that they deliver, yet the buyer will contact me and say, hey, I never got this. I'm like, I don't really have to call it. I call that a point of delivery issue, meaning it got delivered. The tracking shows it delivered, so you have to kind of go out and find it. You see a mailman every day. Buyers usually don't like that comment, but you do. That's what you have to do. You have to go find it. Because that's what tracking is for. That's what we pay for. So that's a whole other thing. But this one was a nice buyer who wanted to let me know that it shows that it didn't deliver yet, but I got it. I was like, oh man, what a good guy. There's good people out there somewhere. Alright, so we're on a roll here. The only shell that was broken so far was that initial Duke one there. If I got that one or not. This will last through all these. Quite the mess, but I'm just going to keep. Yeah, I've sold a lot of these shells over the years. I had all kinds of things with shells listed, but then I stopped. Because what happens is it's so hard to sell little teeny parts anymore because I have to get at least $14, $15 out the door, or yeah. Or I don't make anything, right? Isn't that the whole point for me, to try to make some money? I'm not selling. I just spent $80 for shipping costs on that Model 4. Was it worth $80 shipping costs? Even if it would have got here all intact? No, maybe $50. Not even, probably $40. So we're talking little teeny parts here that I'm getting blasted about. It's pretty crazy stuff. But at the end of the day, I really don't have anything else I can do, so I do what I gotta do. Alright, so this one. So what we'll do after we're done with these, we will go back and spray them down. I have to get them all apart first. And then I have that motor guy I gotta go back to. I don't know what I have a problem with that one. It's just gonna be a big mess of screws and all kinds of stuff. I'm the kind of person, I'll just push it all aside, get done what I need to do here, and then I'll go back and fix it. I'll throw all this in a big box, so all this other mess. Because actually, these are all probably good. A lot of these. But there's so many moving parts and controllers. I sold lots of controls on, especially lately in all my fake sales. So yeah, there's going to be yet another part for my Model 3 video series. And if it's going to probably require me packing it myself to ship it back. And I'm not really happy about that at all. Technically, I should bring it to like a UPS store and let them do it. And then charge that seller. But I'd have to upfront the money to do it. It's really what I want to do. I don't want. That's what he should have done. He should have took that Model 3, brought it to a professional, and then packed it in and insured it. I don't think he insured it either. Except for the $100, but really it's the buyer, the seller rather's mess, the way it came, not the postal service. But technically he probably could, or I could as the receipt, open a claim. Really don't want to do that, because it's really not the postal service's. I'm surprised the postal service never should have took that box. Again, I tried to refuse it. I tried to cancel that order a week after, and that seller refused me. And then it was all way downhill from there. It's still going downhill. Unfortunately, I'm flying down with it. People wonder why I get angry. I'm allowed to get angry. Getting there. What did I say so far? We'll see how we get when we get. I'm so glad there's no screws on this. This makes life a little bit easier. The other one had 4 screws on it. All this buyer wants is these shells. That's it. And of course, with my fake sale, they're pretty cheap. But I have to get something, right? You have to get there has to be a charge for the work. And of course, because I'm also paying for the shipping and all that stuff. eBay fees, all that. Oh, getting there. What a mess. We're almost there, though. I don't think I have 3 more. Did I make 10? I don't know if I did or not. Somewhere there's a couple more, but I don't know where they are. Most of these, I believe, are intact. So I think we're going to get lucky. He said he wanted the 2 of the Duke ones, but I only have that 1. Unless he wants just the other side of it. So on any given day, I never know where all this eBay stuff's gonna go. Good or bad. So I just kind of roll with the punches, especially as a punch bag. But we can take it. I don't think I've felt any screw posts that are broken. Trying not to break any either. Yes, this is another kind of a weird request, but not really too weird. The motors, my PS4 fat motors is pretty interesting. And now I gotta pull some more. I don't have that many left though. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll do these last 2, and we'll do a quick look. Go from there. So, we're in 2026. Very disappointed with all the new games that are out. But 2027, maybe we get some good games. And we should get a new PS6 maybe? And I believe it's going to be called an Xbox Prime, but I'm not positive. So, new gen. So that's exciting to think about. And I always talk about Nintendo. We've had the Switch and the Switch 2, so heck no for another Switch. They better come up with something completely different. And I always use a comparison between N64 and Nintendo GameCube. that was an off axis. I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool. The Wii and the Wii U are basically the same thing, except better. Nintendo Switch 2, same deal. It's just another. So we don't want nothing to do with another Switch. And I hope it's not handheld either. I'm all done with the handheld stuff. I play a little bit handheld. I have a Switch 2 though. I do like it. Don't get me wrong. Okay, so let's see what we got here. That big mess. Just keep it as a big mess. And then we'll see what we got. So all these do not have the end thing. I have those listed separate in my fake sales. I'm going to just start calling it a fake sale. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. And my shipping costs, so I started out at $4 shipping costs, and then that changed quickly. Went to $6, and now it's $8. And then a lot of anything that's above 16 ounces or more is $12. And that's barely covering it. I mean, I could easily go back to free shipping, but then I'd have to raise the price of the listing. So it comes out either way, but it's just for some reason that whole combined shipping thing turned out to be a nightmare. But shipping and handling. And usually it's only a few extra bucks, maybe. If you're getting a whole bunch of stuff. But let's see where it didn't take too long. Where are we at? About an hour? Yeah. And what saved me here, the time wise, was the fact that I didn't have to sit here and unscrew 4 screws out of all of these. They just came out. And it's a game changer. Let's do this first. Let's see if I can put this in a box. All that jungle right there. Let's get rid of this mess. A lot of this stuff works, I bet. So just like all those PS2 fat lens assemblies, I have a whole box of them now. Sell this stuff. Somebody could play around with them. Not me, of course, but somebody. And I'll make another fake sale for those as well. Push that fake sales out there. 65% off fake sale. Now I can kind of see what's going on here. Oh, I got a couple of things in too. Let's look at those right in there. I got a couple orders that came in. I'll use one of these boxes to do that. Let's look at these for a second. Look at those. Actually, only been a half hour. It's not bad. All right, let's look at this for a minute and we'll go back and check those as well. So this is a little fun project, something I had downstairs I didn't know I had. And I'm really into Super 8s cameras. So this is some sort of a double feature thing I found. Didn't know I had, so I went out to found a manual for it. I'll do that once in a while, something I... I'm going to use this box is why I'm doing this. All that stuff's going to go in this box just to get rid of it. Just to put it, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to sell it. I'll keep it. We'll see. I didn't want to do that, but I did. So I have this. What's interesting about this, which I never knew I had downstairs, I thought this was usually it's reel to reel for an 8mm. So I don't know how the film gets in that. Those are in here. So this is the projector thing I have downstairs, or that I have. So I don't know how to get the film on there though. You must wind it on there. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, I got the manual. It's a little pricey, but I just ruined it too. So in here, those. Of course, feedback's already been done, fast and as described. That's all I do. So these are these. And there's a bunch of them. I don't know why I need a whole bunch of them. So now I have the unit which powers on. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. So I was trying to do two things at once here. One was to undo this. So these are those. Sale price 59 cents. Look at that. I think the world needs a reset for prices. Everything just needs a reset. It's a really simple concept. Take everything and just reset it back to lower prices. Let's start over. So these slide on. Whoa. These slide on, and then you can watch it on this. I don't know how that works. I didn't even know that was. I didn't even know this was an option. Insert. So we're gonna figure how to take it. You wind it. I guess you wind it all the way onto this. So I have a couple of 8mm. I've also got one that converts from 8mm to video. Makes a little video out of it, which is pretty cool. This is the same concept, but old way to do it. So we'll compare the old and the new way. See it? Gives you the video there. So at some point we'll play around with this. Because I'm not just about gaming and all that stuff. I like to do other things too. Alright, so let's finish what we're doing here. So that's what this is all about, double feature. Alright, now I'm getting somewhere. So now we're finally getting to the point where I'm actually going to look at these shells. That's what we're going to do. Lots of buttons. Screws, all kinds of stuff. I don't think there was any shell that I seen that didn't seem intact. It may be a little dirty, but I think they're intact. Alright, so let's see if we can get to that point now. We're almost there now. Oh, okay. Double feature. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's get you in here. Most of these should be intact. I had to pop the thing in there. Sometimes the screw's still there. That's supposed to be like that. Screw post. So this one's nice. This is a really clean one. So that's one. Some of them are dirty. I'll probably spray them down a little bit later. But you gotta have marks on them. Screw posts. See These are the kind of things I'll do. Again, I'll do anything to help a buyer out, of course. But at the same time, I don't like getting beat up all the time. So what's that? 3. I don't think I can make 10 though. I can't close. I think I have 8 or 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I think I made it actually. So dirty. Screws. I actually made it. I didn't think I was going to get 10. So that's pretty cool. So that's another one. And we'll go through them again. I'll spray some of these down later. So that's another one. And some of these just, they're really dirty, but I don't see them being broken. I call it crevice crud over here, around the crevice. So lots of crevice crud, you know, from playing around with it. This one has a sticker on it. Most of the seals here, I think just one. Well, obviously I had to break the seal every time. One didn't have a seal on it. And again, I may miss something. I try to look as quickly as and efficiently as possible. But being a human being, I miss stuff. And boy, I tell you what, buyers will let you know if you miss something. Leave that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already. They all seem intact. So that's 7. That's 8. Anywhere I see screw post broke. What did you say that was? 8? 8. Yeah, these were really cheap listed as all in a lot, but 9. So you could have got it cheaper. Well, about the same, because it's even cheaper with just the shell, so that's 10, right? 10. This is the one that has the sticker missing. But it's intact, so that's 10. Technically, I'd want to sell all of them, so it'd be 11. So 10 is one more right here. So that's 10. This would be 11. Some more pieces in there, that's what I was thinking. So that's 11. And then one of the dukes, or big boys as I call them. And then this will be done. And I gotta pull motors at some point, but I got a lot of orders to do. My fake sales, I still have a lot of orders. I always have a lot of orders. Because it's cheap. By far the cheapest on eBay. And you get things pretty quickly. This Model 3, it took me almost 3 weeks to get it. And I got it as a disaster. Screw up. Not sure why I'm trying to get the screw up, but I do. So it's 11. all, from what I can see, I mean, there's marks, sticker stuff. I can see that are broken. But I could miss something. Easily miss something on all that. So I'm going to put 11. And then I have this one. I have one of these, so 12 total. So that's what we're going to do. I pulled 12 of these. Took me about an hour. Yeah. A lot of work. I'll take a picture of them. All got the Xbox thing going on, so it's 12 total. Well, 11 and then this one. He said he wanted 2 of those, but I don't have 2. I have 1. We'll take one more quick look here. Crevice crud. See it all? Yuck. I'll spray them down a little bit. But to make it go a lot faster, I'd rather than just throw them in the box and call it a day. But and I do this too, so if the buyers see something I don't see everything. I just don't. Something could be right in front of me that I just miss it. So I try to take as many pictures and everything as possible because I just miss stuff. So this video will be a combined video of negative feedbacks, shipping costs, fake sales, and teardown of these. Something like that. See, people use these to get for the modded ones. I do have a motherboard like that. It's got some weird thing going on to it. I gotta stop my orders next. Finish this up and then we're done. So, pretty good. So that's what we got.